Well, hello everybody, Bug Eater 64 here, and once again we're getting ready to fly, but we're going to be flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and we're going to be flying the newly released 707-320C as in Charlie. Now this is developed by Airplane Heaven for Microsoft and Asobo, and it was released just a couple days ago, and we're going to take it for a test flight from Roswell International Air Center, Roswell, New Mexico, and we're going to be going to Dallas Fort Worth. So it's just over a little under 400 miles flight, and we're just going to test out this bird, and so let's get inside and see what we can see. Let's go. Alright, so here we are at Roswell, KROW, and we're going to be flying this Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 version of the 707-320C from here to Dallas Fort Worth, and we'll be getting her started here real quick. We're going to be carrying 151 passengers from here, and we'll just check out how this bird works. This is was actually released for the flight simulator just a couple days ago. So I believe on the 24th, and today is the 26th. So we're going to go ahead and get inside the cockpit and see how things go. So let's get going. Alright, and here we are in the cockpit of the 707. So let's get some power so we can get things started. We're going to start off with some ground power here. Let's first turn on the battery.
Roswell clearance delivery, Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot IFR to DFW, ready to copy.
Okay.
Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot is cleared to DFW Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 17 climb and maintain 15,000 feet.
And we'll get the APU going.
Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot cleared to DFW Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 17 climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Departure on 120.35 squawk tree 255.
Okay, and the APU is starting up.
Contact ground on 121.9er when ready to taxi. Good day.
Okay, APU is on. And there we go. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and we'll go to the APU.
Roswell clearance delivery, Beechcraft, November 775 Delta Mike, ready to copy IFR clearance to Albuquerque. Beechcraft, November 775 Delta Mike is cleared to Albuquerque Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 17 climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119.6 squawk.
Alright, let's go ahead and turn on navigation and beacon.
Beechcraft November 775 Delta Mike clear to Albuquerque Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 17.
Now that we got power, we can go ahead and
Departure on
work on
119.6 squawk 4125. Beechcraft 5
get
Delta
this
Mike
taken
repack
care
is
of.
correct. Contact ground on 121.9er when ready to taxi. Good day.
This to align. And we'll go ahead and open our engine starter switch covers. Oh yeah, this one is a little bit weird. You can't do it head on. What you have to do is open it this way. You can arm them that way and then close the switch. Plays a little bit hard to get. Okay, so waiting for the acquiring. They changed the name of this. This is a Garmin 530, and then they changed the name to MSFS530. Isn't that special? Okay, and alright, we'll do that. Let's go to the flight plan. KROW to text. Okay. Okay, we will be landing on runway 36 left. Okay, so all that looks good. Very good. Okay, so that's good. Double check throttles. Okay. All right. So let's double check.
Roswell Airport information, Oscar 1400 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 18. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.10. ILS Yankee runway 21 in use. Landing and departing runway 21. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Oscar. Roswell Airport information, Oscar 1400 Zulu. Wind calm.
Okay, so
Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature
All right. So with that, so we're going to be taking off runway 21. And let's take a look at that. So that is directly behind us. All right. Okay, so everything looks good. Let's go ahead and get this bird started. All right. Now, in other old birds, we're going to start with engine 3. In this one, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4 if you want. It doesn't really matter. But let's get the starter going. And we will wait for the N2. You'll see this gauge start to move. When it gets to 20, that's when we're going to introduce fuel. So it's spooling up. And we introduce fuel and she gets going. Let's watch the panels here. Oh, might help if we turn on some fuel. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, number 3 generator's on. And looks like it's okay. Engine 4. And the same thing. Now this aircraft does not have an auto throttle, so I'll have to watch it because we don't want to break the rules by going over 250 knots below 10,000 feet. Okay. So that's looking good. Okay, so turn that on, and so we can go ahead and power. Okay, so with that, looks like we're about ready to taxi. Double check here. And they want us to go to 15,000. Okay. This is all set. This doesn't work. Okay, so stand by 3256, squawk 41, 4125. What's the weather radar? Okay. So, let's request taxi.
Roswell ground Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot with Oscar ready to taxi IFR.
Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot taxi to and hold short of runway 17 using taxiway. Contact tower on 118.5 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 17 via taxiway Charlie 1 Foxtrot.
Okay, hold short 17. I thought 2-1 was They're making this difficult. Okay. This doesn't make any sense. Taxi hold short runway 17. Huh. All right. Okay, so let us She is a noisy beast. Alright. Brake is released. Let's set trim. Okay, so I'm gonna be making a turn here. Yeah, this will be an IFR flight because the weather's clear here, but at Dallas Fort Worth, Hurricane Helena is beginning to show her ugly self and causing a lot of weather. She's coming up from the Gulf, so okay. Let's go ahead and turn the flight director on. That should have already been on. Flight recorder. Okay, so to begin with, we are going to cross runway 17. and 3.5, and then we're going to go up and catch Okay, let's park and brake is on. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and contact start getting ready. Okay, that's takeoff position.
Roswell Tower, Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot ready for departure runway 17 IFR to DFW.
Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot, altimeter 30.10, wind 16 tree F4. Cleared for takeoff, runway 17.
Cleared for takeoff runway 17 Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot.
Okay. Okay, so with this, we're ready, steady, double check here, that's all good. Alright, let's take a look over here, fuels are good. Hydraulics are good. Okay. Start adding some throttle. Brakes released. Airspeed's alive. $100, $120, $40. Oh, come on, get up. There we go. Whoa. Positive rate. Gear coming up. Ooh, it's sensitive. We want a climb rate of about...
Charlie 1 Foxtrot, contact Roswell. Departure on 120.35. Good day.
Going to 120.35, Charlie 1 Foxtrot. Roswell departure Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot is at 4,400 feet, climbing 15,000 feet.
Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot, Roswell departure altimeter 30.10 radar contact. Continue to Tango X-ray Oscar.
Okay, so let's watch our airspeed.
Charlie 1 Foxtrot, please expedite your climb 15,000 feet.
Okay, so I think what we can do here is 7,800 feet, going to 15,000.
Charlie 1 Foxtrot contact Albuquerque Center on 132.65. Good day.
132.65, Charlie 1 Foxtrot. Goodbye. Albuquerque Center, Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot is passing 8,900 feet, climbing 15,000 feet.
Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot Albuquerque Center altimeter 29.95 radar contact. Continue to Tango X-ray Oscar.
Okay, so alright, so we're at our cruising altitude of 15,000 feet. Turn these lights off. Let our passengers walk around. So everything is looking good right now. Okay, fuel flow's looking good. Hydraulics are looking good. Altitude 15,000 feet. That's on auto. Cabin pressure. Okay, so yeah, the old girl flies pretty good. You know, historically, the pilots in the old 707, and because of fuel and stuff like that, they used to fly with the throttles full open. I mean, from the time they took off till the time they get ready to land, these throttles were straightforward because they didn't. Fuel was cheap. They didn't worry about breaking the speed limit. But nowadays things are a little bit different. Okay, so we're flying at 15,000 feet. We're doing indicated about 325 knots. And we got about 325 miles to go. This FMC, let's take a look. Okay, so we are getting close to our turn. Okay, all right, so here we are, flying 15,000 feet. I don't know why that keeps disappearing, but it does. Okay. Now, I don't know if I didn't wait long enough. Right now you see that this is on. I did the alignment when we first started giving power to the aircraft. I moved it to nav because there's no indication of whether it's aligned or not. And apparently it was not aligned, because if I put this on, and we'll show you, we'll move, and it doesn't work unless you put this on. So if the flight director, but we'll move this to nav, we'll move this to nav, and you see the FMC, it's yellow, it's not operating. So that's why I left this on heading. Other than that, the autopilot appears to be working fine. But the flight plan that I loaded from Navigraph into Microsoft Flight Simulator at the beginning of all this, when I loaded it into the sim, it loaded a different route. So I don't know why, but it did. So ground speed's 375, ETA is about 38 minutes. We got 242 to move, which is our next waypoint. Approach ILS to 36 left. Okay. So we'll see how all this works. Other than that, the flight's going okay. Okay, fuel flow, all right, everything's looking good. Okay, so with that, indicated airspeed is 288 and our ground speed is 373. So not too bad.
Charlie 1 Foxtrot, contact Fort Worth Center on 133.5. Good day.
133.5, Charlie 1 Foxtrot. Goodbye. Fort Worth Center, Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot, 15,000 feet.
Fatigue 2240, you are 48 miles northeast. Descend and maintain 14,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 17 right approach via Papa Victor Whiskey transition. Clear to Papa Victor Whiskey. Papa 4 Charlie 1 Foxtrot, Fort Worth Center altimeter 29.99 radar contact. Continue. Descend and maintain 5,100 feet. Expect ILS runway 17 right approach via Papa Victor Whiskey transition. Clear to Papa Victor Whiskey Batik 2240. South inbound ILS runway tree 6 left approach. United 1 tree 50 DFW tower. Altimeter tree 0.00, wind tree 57 at 4. Cleared ILS runway tree 6 left approach. American 19er 08, wind tree 57 at 4. Clear to land runway tree 6 left.
I can't get a word in edgewise with all this talking.
Cleared ILS runway tree 6 left, approach United 1 tree 50. Cleared to land runway tree 6 left, American 19er 08. Cleared to land runway tree 5 center American 2559er. DFW Tower Spirit Wings tree 6211 miles south, inbound ILS runway tree. DFW Airport information, Whiskey 170. Spirit Wings tree 62, number 2 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind 017 at 10. Clear to land runway tree 6 left.
So I'm gonna land.
Clear to land runway tree 6 left, number 2, Spirit Wings tree 62. Envoy tree 68 tree number tree for landing. Follow the Emperor on final. Wind 017 at 10. Clear to land runway tree 6 left. Clear to runway tree 6, left number tree, envoy tree 68 tree. United 1 tree 50, number tree for landing.
Well, apparently I am flying over the airport now. And that's a fact. Because it wouldn't let me change.
DFW airport information, Whiskey 1700. American 1908, contact ground on 121.8.
So I'm going to hand fly this.
Going to 121.8, American 1908.
It won't let me tune to the frequencies.
American 179er tree, exit runway when able.
So you know what? We're just going to turn that off.
American 179er tree, contact ground on 121.85. American 1 tree 65, number tree for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind 017 at 10. Clear to land runway tree 6 left. Clear to land runway tree 6 left, number tree, American 1 tree 65. One 121.85, American 179er tree. Goodbye.
Well, this has been a very interesting flight with this bird. But
Spirit Wings tree 62, exit runway when able. Spirit Wings tree 62, contact ground on 1 tree, 1.275. Skywest 49er tree 1, follow the bombardier on final. Wind 017 at 10. Clear to land runway tree 5 center. Clear to land runway tree 5, center Skywest 49er tree 1.
all right, let's put the landing gear down.
131.275, Spirit Wings tree 62. Goodbye.
Landing lights are all on.
American 1365, go around. Going around American 1365. American 1365.
Okay, so
Contact regional approach.
we are down safe.
Good day.
And we're going to go over here and park.
133.15, American 1365. Goodbye.
Alright, so
American 2577, follow the aircraft on final. Wind 017 at 10. Clear to land runway 36 left. Clear to land runway 36, left American 2577.
alrighty. Parking brake is on. Alright, so everything went well with that. So let's go ahead and end our FS Airlines flight. Whoops. Well, that didn't go so good. End the flight. And
United 1350, follow the Airbus on final. Wind 017 at 10. Clear to land runway 35 center.
well, that was very interesting. The takeoff was not one of my best. Matter of fact, it was one of my worst. I'm lucky that I kept the aircraft in the air. What I checked on after the flight was done, I was flying this aircraft with control set up for another plane, basically for the DC-6. So all my curves, everything were just wrong, not for this airplane. And that's one of the things that I prefer in X-Plane to Microsoft, is that when I load up an aircraft in X-Plane, it automatically loads up my control set up for that particular airplane that I've already made. Microsoft doesn't do that. I've got to go back into my options and I've got to set the control for the specific aircraft, and I didn't do that today. Because I was, kind of excited about flying the 707. I've got the freeware bird in X-Plane 12, and I really like the way it flies. Plus, it has an FMS. I wish this one had an FMS instead of their version, the Microsoft version of the Garmin 530. I just prefer it. It's my personal opinion, and we know what those are worth. But anyway, the flight went well. The landing was pretty good. One of the problems I ran into is that with the radio situation in Microsoft, Dallas-Fort Worth is so busy. One, I couldn't get a word in edgewise. Two, when I finally got to where the airport was, I was on top of the airport before I could even get a hold of ATC. So I just hand flew it, turned around, made a go around, came in, landed at my proper runway, and it was a good landing. Minus 163, I believe, was my touchdown rate, and the flight went well. So, all in all, the aircraft itself worked well. The systems are okay. I mean, you know, for what it is, it's a fun fly. I can't complain. Price point, can't complain. It cost me a whole $10 for this aircraft. And since I know how to start up the model Boeing 720, which is just a short version of the 707, the startup and everything is the same. The one thing I like about this, where in the X-Plane Bird I've got to use external power and air cart, with this one it has an APU. So that's one way I can get power to the aircraft. Makes it a little easier, but as I said, it's a fun fly. I enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed the flight. It was long, I know, just over an hour, and but it went well. So until next time, this is Bug Eater 64, and as always, remember, safe flying. We'll see you soon.